All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into modern personal finance through a totally fascinating internet lens, a little concept called financial maxing. If you've spent even 5 minutes online lately, you've probably seen 100 different gurus yelling at you about how to optimize every single penny, how to launch 14 side hustles, or how you're a total failure if you aren't a millionaire by 25. The noise from hustle culture is just absolutely deafening. But today, we're going to cut right through all of that. We're going to break down the habits that are actually building wealth and completely expose the ones that are secretly keeping people broke.
There's this quote from the source material that just hits the nail on the head. Tired of getting absolutely brutalized and mogged by your buddies when it comes to your finances? I mean, it's peak internet slang, sure, but man, it taps into a super real, raw anxiety that so many of us feel. We're constantly comparing ourselves. We feel like we're falling behind while everyone else has somehow figured it out. But the honest truth? A lot of what looks like wild success online is completely fake, and the real strategies for wealth are actually incredibly grounded.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, welcome to financial maxing. Then, financial traps to avoid, followed by mid-tier distractions. After that, we hit true wealth builders, and wrap it all up with the ultimate financial skill. Basically, we're building a tier list today, starting from the absolute worst financial traps and climbing all the way up to boss-level habits.
Section 1. Welcome to Financial Maxing, or the truth about internet wealth. Just a quick heads up, if you're not chronically online, adding the suffix maxing to a word is just internet slang for optimizing something to its absolute extreme limit. And people are trying to max everything right now. We're going to dissect the good, the bad, and the outright brain rot.
Moving right into Section 2, Financial Traps to Avoid. These are your F-tier habits. The performative stuff that might get you some likes on social media, but is literally destroying your wealth behind the scenes.
This brings us to a massive trap: lifestyle maxing. Think about two totally different people. On one hand, you've got someone making an $80,000 salary, but they're quietly and diligently investing half of it. On the other hand, you have a $300,000 a year internet course guru who spends absolutely every dime just to look rich. Penthouses, luxury cars, designer clothes, you name it. Lifestyle maxing is the trap of trying to look wealthy instead of actually becoming wealthy. True wealth is about options, right? It's about freedom, having your money work for you while you sleep. But when you lifestyle max, you lock yourself into this wildly expensive aesthetic. You keep your debt high, and you stay entirely dependent on your next paycheck just to keep the illusion alive. That first person is quietly building a fortune. The second person is one bad month away from total collapse. Which naturally leads us into the engine behind all that fake wealth: debt maxing. When you're buying something, what are you actually asking yourself? Are you asking, can I afford this $5,000 item? Or are you asking, can I afford the $120 payment for the next 3 years? Debt maxing happens when you convince yourself that because some debt is useful, like a standard mortgage, literally financing your entire life is totally fine. Suddenly, you're financing your car, your furniture, your phone, your vacations. It's a huge psychological trap because debt makes everything feel affordable in the moment. You ignore the massive price tag and just look at the bite-sized monthly payment. And honestly, this is exactly why people pulling in well over 100 grand a year can still feel completely broke. They've financed their entire existence, and in doing so, they've traded away their future freedom.
Next up, Section 3, mid-tier distractions, or missing the forest for the trees. Now, these habits aren't inherently evil. They usually start from a really good place, but they become traps because of opportunity cost. People just get so hyper-focused on them that they entirely miss the bigger picture.
So, what does this look like? Well, first, there's credit score maxing. Having good credit, say anything north of 720, is a fantastic tool, but obsessing over jumping from 780 to 810 and treating that number like it's your actual net worth, total distraction. Then you've got frugal maxing. Yes, avoiding lifestyle creep is crucial, but if you're refusing to spend a dime on trips, hobbies, or experiences that genuinely make life worth living just so you can hoard cash, you're forgetting that money is just a tool to build a life you actually enjoy. And finally, optimization maxing. Getting a 401k match or using a high-yield savings account is smart, but spending hours juggling money between 5 different accounts just to squeeze out an extra $20 a month, you are literally tripping over dollars to pick up pennies.
And that brings up a really staggering number: 3 hours. This is the ultimate mid-tier trap: budget maxing. Look, having a budget is a fantastic way to build financial awareness, no doubt. But if you're spending 3 hours every single week meticulously updating some massive complex spreadsheet just to save $12, you have severely misunderstood the value of your own time. A budget shouldn't make you miserable or force you to track every loose cent. Its only job is to make sure your money is generally flowing toward what actually matters to you.
All right, let's step up to the big leagues. Section 4, True Wealth Builders, the heavy hitters. If you want to stop playing defense and finally go on the offensive with your money, this is where you need to focus.
The absolute most crucial lever you have here is income maxing. People will literally torture themselves trying to cut a $50 monthly coffee habit, completely ignoring the fact that they could just increase their income by thousands of dollars a year. Think about it. There is a hard floor to how much you can cut your expenses, right? But your income potential, that's virtually limitless. Now, let's be clear. This does not mean buying into toxic hustle culture or working 100 hours a week until you burn out. No way. It means focusing on high leverage moves, getting promotions, strategic job hopping, negotiating your salary, or building a scalable side hustle. Combine a strong income with solid financial habits, and you are absolutely on the fast track to wealth.
And that translates straight into career maxing. There's this huge trend right now of hating on the traditional 9-to-5, acting like you have to be some startup founder to get rich. But honestly, your career is probably going to be your absolute biggest wealth building tool for the next 30 to 40 years. Step 1, learn new skills. Step 2, take on smart responsibility. Step 3, network and find mentors. And Step 4, switch companies when it makes sense. If you just focus on becoming a highly valuable employee, you can bump your income by 10, 20, even 50 grand a year. The return on investment there completely dwarfs almost anything else you can do in your 20s and 30s.
Which leads to a pretty profound realization. People can take your money away, but they absolutely cannot take your skills away. That is skill maxing. We're talking about learning to invest, understanding taxes, mastering sales, public speaking, or networking. A single, high-value skill can completely alter the trajectory of your life. When you start stacking those skills, you're creating endless future opportunities for yourself. It takes time, sure, but investing in your own capability is literally the most bulletproof financial strategy out there.
So what do you actually do with the money once you make it? A lot of people fall into savings maxing. And look, having a 3 to 6 month cash emergency fund is absolutely non-negotiable for your sanity. But money just sitting in a checking account, it's stagnant. It's getting eaten alive by inflation. Even high-yield savings accounts only offer pretty slow growth. To truly build wealth, your money eventually has to get a job. And that is investing maxing. The secret isn't finding some magic hidden stock. It's just consistently investing in diversified, long-term assets and letting compound growth do all the heavy lifting over the decades. Saving gives you security, for sure, but investing, that's what actually gives you wealth.
Finally, we've made it to Section 5, the ultimate financial skill, the boss level. You can have a flawless budget, a massive income, and the perfect portfolio, but I promise you, none of it matters without this one singular trait.
Emotional control maxing. This is simply the ability to stop yourself from panic selling when the market tanks. It's stopping the revenge spending after a brutal day at the office and fighting off the urge for instant gratification so you can actually execute your long-term plans. Honestly, most financial disasters aren't caused by a lack of spreadsheet knowledge. They're caused by totally unchecked emotions. A person with average financial knowledge but incredible emotional control will absolutely crush a financial genius who makes impulsive, emotionally driven decisions every single time.
Because at the end of the day, there's no magic formula here. The wealth blueprint is actually super simple, and we all already know it. Spend less than you make, invest consistently, avoid stupid mistakes, and give it time. That's the whole shebang. It's boring, it's simple, but man, it is incredibly hard to actually execute. The only way to survive that long, quiet wait for compound interest to do its thing is by mastering your own emotions.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Take a hard look at your own habits. Are you spending your time obsessively optimizing pennies, or are you actually building the skills to make thousands? Are you trapped